One mod that just about all of you watching right now should download is Community Tweaks Merged. Fallout 4 has thousands of really minor quality of life mods, adding in tons of really handy features, but you probably don't feel like spending hours scrolling through thousands of smaller mods like these. Well, that's exactly where Community Tweaks Merged comes in. It's a bundling of a bunch of quality of life and tweaking mods for Fallout 4 that'll make the game less buggy, more immersive, as well as add in some really handy features. This will include some general fixes to certain in-game things, so the rear sights on assault rifles will no longer be partially transparent, the vendors in Bunker Hill will not actually sell many of the items that they should be selling, like chems, and if you are using an ENB, the floors in the Institute will no longer be overly reflective. It's not really a bug-fixing mod, but it does address a couple of bugs that aren't fixed by some of the other larger mods, like the Unofficial Patch or Community Fixes Merged, with the main aspect of this mod being many of the tweaks it brings to certain game features. There's an armor clipping overhaul included with this one, so now many outfits can be worn as under armor. So for example, you could wear a tuxedo under a full set of armor now, which you typically can't do. The shutters at Starlight Drive-In will now actually close. There'll be buttons there for you to close them yourself. Door animations will be instant instead of having this slight delay. Coffee mugs used by NPCs will now be dirty and actually have coffee in them, and this coffee will emit steam. That steam effect will also apply to a bunch of other food items used and eaten by NPCs. There's a visual upgrade to the bizarrely low resolution wall in Diamond City, so it'll just look a bit crisper. The muzzle flashes for many vanilla weapons are tuned down, so instead of being unrealistically large and prominent, they're a bit more tame now. As well as consuming a drink will now give you an empty bottle, so if you're playing on survival mode, you could refill that bottle with water. Many of those are just tweaks to some of the existing in-game systems, but there's also just a bunch of new content. This mod will add in a second cure for Vault 81's mole rat disease, so you're able to cure this for yourself and not just deal with the disease for the entire game. And even iguanas are added into Fallout 4's Commonwealth to explain all of that iguana on a stick that you could find throughout the world. And a ton more. This is a very brief overview of some of the changes this mod will bring to your game, but it really is just meant to be one of those mods you throw on in the background and it'll change up some things of Fallout 4, but most of this is super immersive and really a bunch of quality of life changes and bug fixes all bundled into one nice package. I got some bad news though. Father's Day is just a couple of weeks away and you probably forgot to get a gift. On the bright side, I can help you fix that with today's video sponsor, Ridge. The Ridge wallet is a slimmer, sturdier alternative to those bulky dad wallets. But my dad's issue is forgetting his wallet. So this Father's Day, I'm hooking him up with the Ridge AirTag attachment so he'll never lose his wallet again. And with over 50 colors, Ridge has something for everyone. I've basically equipped my entire family at this point. My brother got one of their leather wallets, which is one of my favorites. My uncle prefers some of their carbon fiber options. And this year, my father-in-law is getting an upgrade with the new Ridge MagSafe wallet attachment, so strong magnets will hold your wallet directly onto your phone. And Ridge even has new Kevlar phone cases, and let's be honest, many of our dads don't even need to hear more, they'll love that, but one of my personal favorites is the Ridge key case, saving me a ton of room in my pocket and eliminating key jingling, and you can't really go wrong with Ridge. All Ridge wallets come with a 99-day refund window and a lifetime warranty, and yeah, dads love that, but what you'll love is this is one of the biggest discounts you can get all year. Ridge has up to 40% off all sorts of items for their Father's Day sale, so stop delaying and go to ridge.com/JuiceHead to get up to 40% off now, but act quickly because this sale won't last forever. We also have the simple Fallout 4 Downgrader. This is a quick and easy tool that will downgrade your Fallout 4 from the next-gen patch to the version just prior to the next-gen update. And this specific one doesn't actually require any logging in or really any of your information. And if you were wondering, yeah, you almost certainly should downgrade your Fallout 4. Many mods are not currently supporting the next-gen update, so if you want to freely mod Fallout 4 right now, downgrade. And there really is no downside. Even the new Creation Club content works with the old version of the game now, and even further, the next-gen update is broken. Bethesda introduced a bug where if you download mods that edit NPCs in any way, your game will start stuttering. So if you don't want stutters and you want to use all of the mods, downgrading is your only option. But if you're looking for some new content, just a few days ago, a fan favorite mod received a major update with Subway Runner Revival. Subway Runner is an existing mod, and this new Revival version includes a variety of critical changes and fixes for that mod. But all of the original mod content is included, so you can just download the new version. At its core, Subway Runner will connect all of the metro tunnels in Fallout 4, so several new above-ground stations are added, but also lengthy corridors that will run under the map. Just on one hand, this is pretty cool. If you're into exploration or survival, this adds a really nice avenue for exploring around, or even just an alternative way of getting around the Commonwealth. These new tunnels and metro stations will be filled with all sorts of enemies, so of course there's going to be a ton of raiders and super mutants occupying these, but there'll also be some variations depending on where exactly you are. If you're near the Institute, maybe you'll run into some synths, but if you're near the coastline, you'll also find flooding, as well as a bunch of sea creatures all throughout the tunnels. As well as with this new revival version of the mod, it's going to be a lot more functional. Precombines are restored with the revival version, which of course is going to be a massive bonus for performance, along with a variety of nav meshes being repaired so enemies can actually move seamlessly throughout these tunnels, in addition to a bunch of other fixes on top to just make the mod a bit more stable and functional. And it really is one of those mods that doesn't really feel like a mod. You keep it in the background, and every once in a while, as you're exploring through some of the metro tunnels in Fallout 4, you'll find yourself spending a bit longer here as they all are interconnected. Although if you are looking to overhaul Fallout 4 in a more comprehensive way, the Fallout 4 Resound Project Guns just came out, and I think this is going to be a big one for a ton of you. This will overhaul the sounds for a variety of the vanilla weapons in Fallout 4. So as you fire those weapons, you'll notice a different sound playing from them. But where this one really goes to the next level is with just how comprehensive it is. So you have the firing sounds for almost every single weapon in the game, and for many of these, they'll just sound better. Part of this is going to be thanks to the reverb and ambiance overhaul, which is recommended to be used with this mod. But one of the other pretty cool parts about this one is it's not just the firing sounds. For many of the weapons impacted by this one, the reload sounds are also going to be modified. With that revolver, you could really hear the cylinder movement while reloading, which is just such a cool detail that you typically don't get. Many weapons in Fallout 4 will now have a more powerful sound in general, like they have some proper weight behind them, and this will also apply to the energy weapons of Fallout 4, which to me, some of the energy weapons and the overhauls they get to their soundscapes were the best aspects of this mod. I really think the author knocked it out of the park with the energy options. And just on this front, these sounds will apply to so many different weapons in Fallout 4, and it really is a gigantic mod with the impact it has on your game. With the sheer amount of sounds overhauled, it really gives those vanilla weapons a new life. They feel completely different. But this mod will take things even further, as it'll also change sounds depending on how you mod that weapon. For example, here the laser shotgun, rifle, and sniper rifle each have a completely different firing sound. And of course, a bit more obviously, changing the caliber of a type of weapon or putting a silencer on will also, of course, change the weapon sounds. Sometimes this can be a bit more subtle, like with these pipe weapons, but I honestly like this. Yeah, the caliber is different, but so much else of the firing mechanism is exactly the same that they do share a lot of similarities. And for me, this is one of those mods that I feel like is a very easy download, especially for veteran players. It'll overhaul your entire soundscape for Fallout 4 vanilla weapons, which genuinely makes them a lot more fun to use. It'll also introduce a ton of novelty into using those weapons. Now that your 44 revolver sounds like a hand cannon, you might be using it far more often, as well as many combat encounters overall will just feel very fresh with this one, and if you couple it with something like the attachment pack, you could really just overhaul the entirety of Fallout 4's weapon options with just a couple of mods. But if you're looking for some completely new weapon options for Fallout 4, look no further than the plethora of new mods to come from Degenerate Dak and Pignus. Rather than just highlighting one of the mods here, I felt it more appropriate to loosely go over all of them. Each of these weapon mods came with a ton in the way of customization options, and many actually feature unique variants you could find in the Commonwealth, as well as several have custom features and integrations with other mods. And in effect, from each of these, you're going to get a lore-friendly and incredibly integrated new weapon into Fallout 4. And it really does cover all bases. There's a bunch of new rifle mods, shotguns, and even some pistols being implemented into the game. My personal favorite of the bunch is the police shotgun. This has some fun and unique new shell types like plasma shells, as well as takes advantage of bullet counted reload, so you'll only reload as many shots as you've actually fired. And with how many weapon mods we've seen this team putting out as of late, hopefully at some point in the future we'll just get them all bundled into one giant weapon pack, because it probably would be one of the best weapon packs for Fallout 4 right now. But then we have another one of those mods that probably should just be in the base game, that with the rebuild collection all in one. This will be a one-stop download to properly fix all of your settlements. Are you annoyed that no matter how rich you get in vanilla Fallout 4, you can never actually fix Castle's wall? Well, this mod will change that. So now these destroyed settlement objects can be fully restored just by using junk. And sometimes it'll even remove some of the other trash scattered around that settlement as well. This all-in-one bundle is all of these standalone mods packaged together as one convenient download. And honestly, if you're using settlements or building at them even just occasionally, this mod is likely worth a download. So at any of the settlements that had a broken down house or some kind of destroyed bridge, you'll now have the ability to actually fix those things. And for me, it just makes the building process a lot less frustrating. It is kind of silly that even as you potentially have thousands to hundreds of thousands of caps, that your house is still broken down. It's nice to be able to actually fix that. But then we also have gotten a variety of smaller but incredibly handy quality of life mods and really just kind of smaller new pieces of content, like the new Far Harbor Bobbleheads. This will add in a variety of Far Harbor specific bobbleheads with unique designs to the various locations around Far Harbor. Many of these providing nice themed bonuses that can help you during your Far Harbor adventure, or really just in general with Fallout 4. It really is a super small mod, but it's another one that I could really just see being a vanilla feature, and I think a lot of people will enjoy finding these. ToggleEquip is another simple mod that will let you unequip equipped items by pressing the same hotkey. So in vanilla Fallout 4, you can press a hotkey to equip an armor item, but if you press that hotkey again, nothing happens. It'll just stay equipped. With this mod installed, if you hit the hotkey a second time, it'll unequip that item. And then from there, every time you hit the hotkey, it'll either put the item on or off. So you could use this for certain accessories, being able to put on and take off your helmet or glasses. The mod No Interior Fog will remove that bizarre fog that'll roll in within some of the larger interiors in the Commonwealth. This was likely to help with performance around release, but now that Fallout 4 is several years old, it's really more of an eyesore. And this mod will make the interior lines of sight be far clearer, and it really makes certain locations feel quite a bit larger. Another really big quality of life mod that just dropped is Show All Armors and Outfits. Now, when you're trading with a friendly NPC, you'll see all of the things they have equipped, very notably their outfit or armor. Typically, the equipped outfit would always be hidden unless you replace it with another outfit, but this mod will make it so they're always visible, making swapping around or really just stealing some of the outfits NPCs wear a lot simpler. But if you're still riding that Fallout TV show high, you can also get Maximus's armor in Fallout 4 thanks to some new mods. A new mod just dropped retexturing the Brotherhood of Steel uniform to make it line up perfectly with the Fallout TV show coloring, and with this you also get a bit of a texture upgrade on the uniform. But even a bit cooler, modders have also added in the voice modulation functionality that appeared in Power Armor in the Fallout TV show.
Knight Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel, stand down or be cut down.
So now, when talking to other NPCs with a Power Armor helmet equipped, your voice will sound far more robotic.
Do you think Dance's execution was justified? I'd like some time to prepare myself before you send me on my next mission.
You will have ample time.
This will adjust the tone of your voice, so it'll vary for both male and female characters. But coolest of all, it'll also apply to other people in Power Armor as they talk to you.
Watch your steps, sir. My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
But with that in mind, those are my top 10 Fallout 4 mods to drop in May of 2024. And if you're looking for more Fallout content, check out this video, because we very well may be seeing Fallout at the Xbox Summer Showcase later this week.